Hello, everyone. Nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and it is that time of the month again where I've classically left it to the end of the free regearing event to actually sit down and do some champion regearing. Now, in my defense, we did hilariously. I had a few people message me about this. I did have a laugh about it as well. They gave us a 3 hours gear removal token. In theory, brilliant. That's a great reward. Of course, it only lasts 6 days, and most of those days were during the free gear removal. That's on anyway. But it's still there. There's still 2 days left on it. So if you guys are inspired and you've missed this video during this hour window, because the video won't be up for too long by the time before this event is going to end, at least you do have that token, and you're probably going, how the hell am I going to use this within the next couple of days? So that's sort of the goal here. Also worth mentioning, there will be personal reward CVC. Let's mention this right at the start. Personal reward CVC on Tuesday. So around about when CVC goes live, I will be live to stream for a couple of hours. It sort of depends. We're minding my girlfriend's parents' dog, and then our puppy as well. So, and then my girlfriend is working in the office on Tuesday. So it really depends how everything syncs up in the morning. I might be a few minutes late or whatever, getting them fed and settled and walked and blah blah blah. But we'll figure it out. I will be live for CVC at some point. It is personal rewards. So we will be booking several of the champs and finishing building several of the champs that we start today. Rather than try to do it all during CVC, let's get a bit done today. And for anyone who has the Artor fragments, actually, let me bring this up as well. So I will post this on my community page, but really happy with this. I am very proud, by the way. So I was helping to design this with Anka, who's now one of our new sort of front-end designers for hellhades.com, and she's been doing loads of cool work on the website. But yeah, jumping in with basically a bunch of people from the team getting their input to design an infographic to give you like a quick summary for how to build a champion. I'm very proud that this is named Champ Template FFFFFF. That's classic designer stuff. This is the 4th final version. I think Champ Template F was final. This is the final version. Anyone who's ever done any design work will definitely associate with that. But yeah, again, this links up with the champion spotlight that I wrote for hellhades.com, so you can check out that champion spotlight. And we're going to be producing that hopefully for many champions going forward. So I've already been working on a few, and yeah, we'll see. So really fun, and we'll probably put out. My thoughts is to put out 3 or 4 of those, then see what the feedback is. Is there any information that's missing, and blah blah blah. We'll put it on. Switch them up, the design potentially, if there is more info that needs to go on. And like, for example, masteries are still just on the website. It's just supposed to be a companion piece, a quick reference guide. And then you go to the website for like the really detailed info and all of the stuff. Like, you can only fit so much on a single image. Go to the website for explanations about why we're picking things and so on. So yeah, it's pretty sick. I'm really happy with that. So yeah, I mean, let us know what you think. Very, very happy. So let's take a look here. A couple of things. Quick look at Arena. These are my Arena champions. I'll be honest. So a couple of things that are striking me about Arena this season. Number one, I'm actually using Carnage way more than Lazarius and more than Embrys as well. Carnage is actually probably by a chunk my most used mythical. Lazarius is up there, but I'm freaking loving Carnage. He's unbelievably good. And yeah, I'm really happy with his build, and there's not much else to change with it except hopefully eventually get the souls from Cursed City, right? Yeah, Lazarius has been a little bit clunky. He has a wand of submission, but the issue I'm running into with him is I can only get him so fast, and particularly because I don't have the 6-star soul, I can only get him so fast. I'm always wondering if I put his speed gear onto, if we put it onto Lamasu, for instance, she'd be fast. Now, I don't have a 6-star soul for her either. It's sort of a problem. But yeah, his speed gear on a legendary, I could actually be faster unless I pull a soul. So I'm a little conflicted with that. But then again, I do really like him, with Sifi and Carnage in particular. I think they're such an amazing trio. Because he can come in, he can buff Carnage, he can remove the buffs so Carnage can debuff it. It's really nice. Yeah, apart from that, I'm fairly happy. Wukong, I might demote out because he is holding a cat's gaze right now, which is obviously a lot. I find I don't actually use him too much because I've got so many good damage. He doesn't really make it in. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of taking this arena season more casually anyway. The bigger thing is I'm really excited for Faction Wars Hard. I really hope it's soon because I'm like, this is driving me mad. I've been teased. I've been kind of bored with the game the last couple of weeks. I'm like waiting for this reward calendar to finish and hopefully we see some Faction Wars Hard soon. I'm like, oh, I'm waiting. And that Siege update, that looks like it's got good potential as well. I'm like, I'm just waiting for new stuff. I am just waiting. Uh, and we've pulled some new champions, which I want to bring into Faction Wars. So that's more what I want to look at now. You can see I've got 2 of them I'm farming for masteries, and we're going to finish them off, which is Noble and Tetsuya is the big pull. I'm really excited to try him in a few different spots. Obviously, I don't have souls for them, but we'll still give it a go. They're going to be working on them. And I said, you know what? I've bit the bullet, and I've, again, sort of updated my Faction War teams with potentially some surprises. But I was like, you know what? Let me just throw away all my old presets. And maybe this is stupid. Maybe Faction Wars is still months away. But I was like, let's just start testing these teams as much as it's possible to test on normal. Like, we probably just destroy everything. But I was like, okay, let me actually look at which champions need regearing so I don't have like 50 to regear all in one go. So yeah, let's take a look, shall we? So, Tetsuya, been working on his masteries. We're getting there. I think these masteries are going to be good. We'll get him. Don't know if I'll bother with Methodical. We might get him Kill Streak, Helm Smasher, and then we might go Retribution and Deterrence. Don't know. Yeah, that's probably the way to go. For him, so I've slapped him with the old Axe Serpentis. Oh, we're still in the. I was wondering why it wasn't showing everything. I'm figuring out where to put my relics as well. Yeah, so Con, Leanthier, Noble, and Tetsuya. So I'm working on. So I've given Tetsuya the Axe Serpentis just to put it on somebody, and I didn't have any damage relics left. Potentially he'd be one for a Cat's Gaze instead of that Wukong. We could take it off of him. Noble's in with just a Malefic Talon, which I think is fine. Leanthier, I've given a Gilded Dragonstone. He'd be a good one for Axe Serpentis to hold it as well. It's got a lot of HP stat. I think that actually could be kind of useful for Tetsuya to try keep him alive a bit. I've given a Gilded Dragonstone to Con. Con is the most developed. He's ascended. He's got his blessing. He's 4-star blessing, actually. Lightning Cage. We got masteries done. Yeah, just take less damage. Results, great, cool. Bit of bada bing, bada boom. So we could actually build Con. But yeah, I want to take a quick gander at all of these. So the first one I'm more curious about is if we look at Tetsuya. Can we build Tetsuya? There we go. Excellent. So let's optimize him. So first of all, we click this little tab on the bottom to set champion to max level. And let me zoom this in so you guys can see. We're going to optimize him for damage. I'm going to configure this. I'm going to set the battle to, I think I'm going to set it to Hydra. What rotation are we right now? I don't know if that actually matters. Probably not. Rotation 3. I mean, we might as well set it to the correct rotation. Why not? I'm going to put him into Nightmare. I guess for our buffs, we'll have decreased defense and weaken on the boss, and the rest doesn't really matter. And we'll have increased attack on us. And we'll have increased crit damage as well from Mikage. And that should do. One thing with Tetsuya, we're going to actually maybe do it twice. No, I probably do need to give him. I'm not sure if I'm going to use his aura. I don't know if we... Oh, yeah, sorry. He's nowhere up here. I don't know if I'm going to actually use Tetsuya's aura. Speed is great, but the crit rate... So it's like, do we use his aura and build him with lower crit rate? I'm not sure. I'll show you the teams I'm thinking of using him, and we're going to test this when we actually book him and ascend him and everything and put the gear on him, and his mastery should be done on the stream on Tuesday. So I had been using Marius here. I actually think Tetsuya makes more sense. Marius is purely for damage. We don't need the increased accuracy. So we can put Tetsuya into this team, and I think he'll do more damage than Marius. And yeah, because we've got Ninja and Mikage, we'll have his 2-faction ally bonus. So he'll do more damage based off of speed. The 3-faction ally does open up the potential for an AoE on his A3. So we'll lose that damage. But it's really hard. Like, where do we fit another Shadowkin in? It just seems kind of impossible. Mad Hatter is our Hex and Weaken. Lazarius is our Revive, our block buffs, our block debuffs. He's giving us turn meter. He's really hard to take out. Frisk is our Provoke, and buff like it's hard to switch stuff around. So I don't know if I can. Probably not. And I think we prioritize this then. And yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking. We could use him in the lead, but he might die without Krisk doing the decrease attack before he gets hit. I don't know. I don't know. Lazarius Aura is pretty good. I think I'd rather build him with a 15% crit rate because basically for Chimera and Demon Lord, don't think he's gonna quite go in there, right? Demon Lord, I run this team. We could put Tetsuya in. Yeah, we could. We could even do maybe just what could be a fun team? We could do where's recently used? We could do like not him. Delete. I hate when it brings up that delete box. It bothers me. Recently used. No, sort now by rank. So we could go in with him, a Ninja, Mikage, and here he really doesn't need the AoE and the 3 faction ally passive. He doesn't have his passive because he doesn't have ascensions. It just makes you immune to turn meter. But we could come in with this and we could do like just super unkillable team. I'm actually really curious how that's gonna go. So we just maintain unkillable Lady Noelle at all times. I don't know. Is it a dumb team? We got protection set on Sir Nicholas, and Lady Mikage will extend his continuous heals for more protection set buffs. Yeah, and just spam it basically. Will it work? I don't know. Maybe, but it seems fun, and we just set it up like that. I'm really curious to test this, and we just go in like this and this. We won't have a weaken is the only thing, but we'll have lots of damage. So we could potentially drop some crit rate on Ninja. I think it's going to be really tough for Chimera. I need to test in Chimera as well. How does Tetsuya do versus Ninja? If Tetsuya is just better than Ninja, we could swap that gear over. I think it's just going to be tough. I think Chimera is a big blocker because Ninja's got 5-star and Ninja is bringing the burn, which does open up a couple of trials. So it's kind of hard to replace him. And again, we can't really drop anyone for Tetsuya here. We drop Nekma, we've got no decrease attack or decrease speed. That's pretty bad. We drop Elva, we've got no revive. We're dead. We drop Lydia, we miss out on the fear and the block active skills and weaken as well. It's not going to work. So I don't think we can really drop anyone. We could drop Mikage, but then we lose out an increase attack. It's just not going to work. So yeah, I don't know. I think we just build Tetsuya with 100% crit rate for now. But we could maybe build them with less. So anyway, how would we do that? So masteries, I don't think we need to add anything in here, but you can obviously manually set the masteries if you haven't done it. For battle, for stats, I'm going to, probably just like 220. How fast does he really need to be? Probably not crazy fast. Hang on, how much? This is something else always worth checking. How much speed am I going to get from Hydra area bonuses? I'm working on my faction war stuff, which is great. I'm going to get 12 extra speed. So I'm going to say I want him to be 220, so let's say 232 speed is fine. He just needs damage then. And yeah, we can well, I guess we can just remove a bunch of these. He's definitely going to be in crit damage gloves. Definitely going to be in attack percent chest. He's going to be either in speed or attack percent boots. Going to be in an attack banner. Going to be in crit damage neck, and he's going to have an attack thing. We could force him into some stats. Let's just see what it spits out. Pretty much. You would imagine. No, you know what? Let's force him into Merciless. Let's see a forced Merciless build. He really should be in Merciless, like 6 Merciless. Force it, please. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking for him. I think Merciless attack for him. Merciless for Noble would be great, but maybe not essential. He's got a 2-turn cooldown on this, and he does actually decrease his skill. He's got a 3-turn cooldown AoE 50% turn meter steal. And if he kills someone under Fear True Fear, he's decreasing his A2, which is a 2-turn cooldown. I feel like he's going to cycle through his skills like crazy anyway. With the Ignore Defense, I kind of want him in Merciless as well. I kind of do. Yeah, for Faction Wars, He's ignoring 30% defense. I've got 20% area bonuses done already. That's 50% defense ignore. He'd actually be fine if we just give him lethal or savage. Yeah, he'd probably be fine if he procs Helm Smasher. He'd ignore 100%. 30 plus 20, then 25 from Helm Smasher, 25 from lethal. Bam, he's at 100%. And it saves our Merciless gear. Though I do think Merciless would really benefit him. I just don't know if I'm going to have enough. Leanthier, again, I'd love Merciless, but again, I doubt I'm going to have enough. And Con would also love Merciless, but I doubt I have enough. Like, any damage dealer, really, that's not in Arena wants Merciless. We could use Con for Arena, though. He wouldn't be awful. We could certainly try it. So we could. Con is not a bad one to try. And maybe Leanthier is not a bad one to try out some Stone Skin. Stone Skin gives you a bit of defense, so it's like, it's not the worst. And it's easier to get that gear. How much do you get? I think not much, but like 15% defense, a bit of HP as well. It's actually not bad. Even 5-piece Stone Skin with 4 lethal, you're getting 30% defense. Pretty good for a defense nuker, so I don't mind going that way at all. Take a quick gander. We're going to gain 688% damage on Tetsuya by putting gear on. There you go. Running an ungeared champion versus running him with gear. Maybe this is also adding on levels. I don't know. I've no idea. Maybe. Take a quick look. So we'd be, wow, we're coming out pretty solid, though. If this build is right, 6,000 attack, 329 crit damage, considering he's got no soul, and that's not including a relic either. Pretty good. He's getting extra stats from his relic. I guess mostly HP. It's stealing off... Oh, it's stealing off Empress. No. Empress is not locked. I don't really care about these others. So here's the crazy thing. Cupidus. I think Cupidus is just going in the vault, guys. So this has been... this is going to be a rambling video, in case you haven't realized at this point. I was looking at my Sacred Order, and I was thinking, for Faction Wars for Sacred Order, what do I use? And I've tried to put like the least important person in slot 3. Slot 5. So, because we still need to do this, you have to put in a rare. So I was like, okay, we can take out slot 5 and put in a rare. Sacred Order, I think Noel, Sir Nicholas, 0 question. I mean, unkillable spam and AoE freeze that's unblockable and irresistible. Like, that is so ridiculously good. Lock it in. Venus, we probably should lock in Venus as well as a definite for the decreased defense weaken. The AoE burns is nice as well. I think she's solid for just damage. I put in Wixwell for the shields, the intercept, decrease attack, extending buffs, and provoking a good bit. And then, funny enough, Cupidus plus Venus, that's nice, but I genuinely think He-Man is just better, and especially with the 5-star soul. But doubly so, I love this combo, the Sir Nick, Lady Noel, He-Man. Even Wixwell's great there, because he is scaling up damage the more buffs he has. And it's just blast. Honestly, we might not even need Venus. Like, He-Man might just destroy everything. Venus might be unnecessary. Funny enough, we could put in someone else. I don't know who else we put in. Someone with maybe some AoE stuns or something if we need that for Faction Wars. I don't know. But, yeah, I actually think Cupidus would be a bit of a trap. Funny. I genuinely think He-Man just obliterates his damage potential. Unless the waves are crazy fast and we're triggering counterattacks like crazy. I don't know. But yeah, I think we stick He-Man, and He-Man's just way more useful in general as well. So there you go. Yeah. You can see some of the teams here. So yeah, let's see what is coming up now with him. Oh, I didn't restart this, did I? Oh no, I did. Oh, here are the final results. Okay. I totally steal off Gintoro, no problem. Okay, Supreme Goliath. That's not too bad. So 6.6k attack, 232 speed, 310 crit damage. Honestly, that looks pretty good to me. I don't mind stealing off any of these. We can even upgrade this speed a bit more. Speed boots with crit damage, crit rate, great. No attack percent, but not bad. Attack percent, crit rate, crit damage. I was using Supreme Alhain with Fina. I think we'll use Leanthier instead. So I'm actually fine to steal that. This guy, we need to fix him up. I am using him. Fjorad for Fire Knight hard, but he doesn't really need to do anything. Look at this ring. Yikes. 5-star attack ring with no attack. We should probably even just re-roll that if we can. And that's my best attack banner. That's scary. Really shit. This shield is okay. 5-star, 5-star helmet, and the weapon. This gear is not even that great. Is this a godlike weapon? I guess it's pretty decent, but no speed or crit damage. It could be so much better. It'd be so much better. So let's bring him up. Tetsuya. I think I'm fine with this for now. And we'll use the equip in-game button. Equip in the game. And yeah, I think I'm good with this. I think I'm fine with stealing stuff. And then take this off for now. No, sorry, put it back on. Save it as a preset. Interestingly enough, that's a weird bug, right? It's allowed us to put on a necklace, even though he cannot wear a necklace. But it's not done the same for a banner. I don't know why. Very strange. But hey, there we go. So we've got this stuff saved. That's totally fine. Great. Really good. Do I have enough to ascend this right now? That'd be handy. No. Close, but no. Please, as you saw, I've got 40,000 small potions. Please, Plarium, add that potion mixer at some point. I beg of you. We might want to throw this on him, actually. We might want to throw that gear on and lock it so that nobody else tries to steal it. It's probably a good idea. And yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 merciless and okay. I wonder if we could spare those gloves. Could we get gloves elsewhere? So we need like crit damage gloves with like crit rate, speed, subs. We'd lose a lot. We'd lose a lot of stats, but it might be worth it just to preserve the lethal gloves for lethal, as it were. Actually, the better way to do it is if we put a priority in crit rate and speed, and we hide the set filters because we're not using any set here. We're definitely not stealing off Rotus. Lady Kimmy we could steal off of. Loses a lot of everything though. Marius. Ooh, we could steal off a Wukong. God, loses a lot of crit damage. Tricky. Yeah, we don't have too many gloves here that are that good. This one could work. I might actually use Helicath, but that could work. Lose too much crit rate. The Helicath one wasn't bad. It had enough. If we reworked it, let's give it one rework. Oh, it's not been reworked. If this goes crit damage, it could work. Defense %. 3 or 4. This will be our final attempt. Oh, crit rate. Crit rate. That actually has some potential. That has some potential, actually. Yeah. That has a lot of potential. I'll leave it for now, but that could work. And we'd preserve lethal gloves, which are more valuable overall. Just some random swift parry gloves. That could work. And yeah, is damage going to go down? We'll see. We'll see about that. We will see about that. Let's give him the gear for now. And we'll consider switch. These are great gloves. They are juicy lethal gloves. They're not doing any good. I don't know why. They've got so much attack %. I don't know why this Joker has them. Oh, he's in like pinpoint. He really doesn't need pinpoint. Let's see if I can fix him up as well. All right, let's see if we can fix up Fjorad. Now, what that random gear set is. So before, he's at 264 speed. Okay. Let's steal like this for now for 1 sec. So he's 264. We optimize it for Fire Knight, 270. Let's see if we can do Fjorad real fast. Fjorad. And hang on, what we're going to do, he needs to be 270 for Fire Knight. We're going to take Tetsuya. We'll steal that gear back for Tetsuya. For the better champion, sadly. It's sad to say, but it's true. Is it that sad to say? Tetsuya is hard to get. Okay, and now I'm going to re-upload to Optimizer. Great, we'll have a fresh Optimizer instance. We'll actually close the old one down. And let's go in on Fjorad. Optimize him for battle. Let's optimize him for Fire Knight. The boss. Yeah. Hard stage 10. And he needs 270 speed. What do you need for Fire Knight? Hard. You check the right stages tool. I don't know off the top of my head. So we go into Raid Stages tool. And we go Dungeons, and we go Fire Knight, and we go Hard, and we go Stage 10. We need 345 accuracy. Okay, that's actually really not bad. 350. 350 baseline. And do not include artifacts on lock champions. I was clearly messing around with this guy a bit. Trying to sort some stuff out. Crit damage, HP accuracy, speed. Yeah, this seems fine. Can lower this stuff down. Is he wearing some weird rings or something right now? Let me just double check that. And you can wear your really terrible ring. How about that? Just see if we can even rework. It's hard to get worse than this. Oh, I can rework it. It's so trash. It's still better. It just rolled attack percent. It's still better. That's so funny. Just equip it. We'll take a bit of flat defense. Is fine for him as well. There we go. Oh, man. Oh, it's so sad. Fjorad, I do have some weird-ass rings. You've got an attack ring. Yeah, that's a disaster. Ah, it's because we've optimized it for pinpoint, which he really does not need. So, hang on. We jump back over here. HP. Crit damage neck. HP or accuracy there. Yes, yes, yes. Sets. No pinpoint. I mean, just optimizing for damage generally is probably fine. Not even that important for him to be in lethal. He bloody his form 2 is so disappointing. But he's got Hatter's Reserve. I've not been able to use him in arena. I feel like he's just so awkward. Like, what do you do with him? What do you do? He just feels useless. 3-star mythical, useless for arena. Because what's he gonna do? You know? Lock debuffs increase speed, decrease your skills. I mean, it's nice, but it's not crazy. You just get nuked and dead. AoE freeze is great, but what if they're in stone skin? What if you don't have enough accuracy? Really awkward. And yeah, it's form 2. This move is good. He's got like one good move for arena, which is this. His A1 sucks. His A2 sucks. Passive sucks. Everything sucks. He's got one move. He's such a... Really let me down. Yeah. I was really thinking this champ had a lot of potential. He's like the Frost version of Gizmak, but Gizmak is so much better. Leave it for a second. Quick gander. What's it going to do for him? Ooh, it is going to put him in super random gear. Which is actually fine. Actually, let me lock He-Man. Don't want to steal off He-Man. Going to use him. Supreme Galek we can steal off. It doesn't look like I'm thinking I might ditch Supreme Galek, which was a spicy win. Spicy one. But yeah, Orcs looks to me to be probably my worst faction. Like, if you just flick through... Actually, I am thinking Sylvan Epics are so good. I'm thinking of running 2 Sylvan Epics. I'm thinking of running Creodon for the AoE freeze and turn meter boosting, and Dahi for damage and decreased defense. Like, they're crazy good. They're like legendary level. All pretty... basically, they're better than many legendaries in the game. They're straight up better. I'm not even kidding. The Sylvans may be a bit dodgy, but... Yeah, other than that, and like here my Dark Elves are a bit dodgy as well, but I think we'll muddle through the 3 guaranteed Void Legendaries, Fatalis, and then Madame Ceres. It probably will work fine. Umbral Enchantress, I think, should be God tier for this, especially with Kymar, right? Because Kymar can reset her, and she can provoke waves for 2 turns. And, like, yeah, just Lamassu Carnage should destroy. Orcs is dodgy. So we've got Con. I pulled Con from the Deck of Fate. I know some of you are saying, you know, Nub, you've been baited. It's such a waste. I invite you to look at my Orc teams and see. Orcs is a bit rough. I think to Gore for the increased speed healing and a bit of reviving if we need it is probably good. I'm actually thinking Packmaster. Packmaster comes in, turn meter boost, block buffs, taunt, try keep us alive a bit. I think Iron Brago, we need to rebuild him. Iron Brago Con is going to be the combo. Iron Brago for the increased defense and even stun and some provoking. It's actually pretty good. And Con is giving us shield and strengthen, but we need the increased defense for Con to hit hard. And yeah, I think between the 2 of them, they should hopefully keep us alive. Shayak for a bit of control, to Gore for the healing, keeping us alive as well. And Duck for the decreased defense, some provokes too. I think Duck probably comes in. We'll see, but Orc seems a bit of a struggle. And then I've got some funky teams potentially for some others, but that's sort of where we're at. Take a I'll leave the stages tool up. So for him, potentially, it's looking at something like this. Again, this stuff is actually okay. I'm probably going to rebuild Timit entirely, actually. This would be coming in. Seems fine. Again, he's losing lethal and whatever, but I really don't think I care. This actually seems like it's going to be a solid build. It's going to take ages, because... Wait, this build is giving us way more damage. How's that? Hang on, pause. This build is coming out with way more damage. Why is this? This is 49% more. This is 38% more. Oh, am I optimizing for his A3? Oh, I am. Yes, should we do highest overall? I see. Interesting. So this is because it's 51% on his A3. This build is probably actually better. I wonder why it's giving him more general damage. It's very strange. I also don't want to steal off Vizig. Need to not do that. We could steal off of... Now I'm blocking. I need to be careful what I'm blocking. Ooh, steal off of him. That would be nice. Use some... Wow, use some crit rate set? Yo, dude, this is using a crit rate set optimizer. And a Slayer ring. You know what? I kind of respect it. Crit rate set Slayer ring. That's funky. All right. I mean, let's leave it go do its thing. Oh, it's come up with better stuff already. There we go. There we go. It is for fire. It is optimizing it for Fire Knight. That's why. Okay, cool. I'll leave this run for a bit and we'll see how it ends up. Okay, so here we go. Final results for Fjorad. You know, I was actually looking at him. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Fjorad. I was thinking, for Faction Wars Hard, his Form 2 actually is pretty good. Because I was thinking about Arena. It's so freaking difficult to have enough accuracy in Arena and to actually freeze enemies or land any of this stuff. It's really difficult. This is actually probably going to be really good for dwarves because we can go in with Tormund and Goffred. I've got both of them. Goffred with stuns, Tormund with very consistent freezes. And this should actually be quite good. The extra hits, and each hit, he'll do a double hit, each hit pushing turn meter back. Might actually be good. He might actually be good. If he actually kills someone with this, that'd be cool. Whenever an enemy increases the cooldown of his skills. I wonder if they'll put in some weird stuff like that. He does ignore 100% defense if they're frozen on the A3. So, if they're frozen, you know, which is when you block revive, you don't need any ignore defense gear anyway. It's probably worth prioritizing speed on him. I wonder if this might be too slow. It's equip in game. Interesting, we're actually going with 3-piece supersonic and yeah, a couple of bits. We'll rebuild Timit as well. This actually seems fine to me. So his stats are a bit low. His crit damage because of his necklace is not rolled up, but we get this ascended, an extra 12% plus 14. He's going to be in a decent spot. He's not 4-star yet. This seems okay. I'll go with it. So yeah, this is our new and improved. Which the nice thing about this is freeing up a ton of lethal and pinpoint gear, which is, I think, probably better on someone else. Until we run him maybe in Arena. I wonder about switching Lightning Cage to maybe Nature's Wrath for him as well. But we'll see when we get there. I won't go too crazy. But let's mark him as he's one that needs to be rolled up. And he should still work just fine. For Fire Knight Hard, where he's sort of speed tuned in. Ooh, that bugged out a little bit. Timit, you know what? We're going to jump over to Timit. I really think Timit's going to be... And I've got a fun build to try with him. Champions. Actually, let's again reset this. Just so we now have the gear missing off of Timit. And I will actually... Let's lock Fjorad as well. So he's locked in. Great. Like I said, the only thing with Fjorad, we might be building him faster just to spam his crowd control stuff more. And he's probably going to hit hard enough on the A3 to kill stuff anyway. I'm going to optimize Timit for damage. I'm going to say just 350 accuracy. What battle are we going for? Waves? That's fine. 350. I want him to be faster. Say like 270 maybe. Say 280. 280 speed. This is probably okay because he self-buffs increase accuracy. I'm going to try see if can I force him into a provoke set. would be amazing. Is it called Provoke Set? Yes, it is. Good. Provoke Set. That'd be great. And he can be like a provoke bot, basically. Because him with Kaja, so he's got AoE. He's got AoE. I really do think building him for damage is good, but he's got True Fear on this move. But if they miss their turn because of Fear or True Fear, he'll provoke them. So he could become a provoke machine, and he heals himself with his A1. He gets healed by Kaja's A1. He can definitely take a hit. A bit of a problem. He doesn't have the defense from the blessing, but he should be able to take a bit of a pounding. Oh wow, there's really not many options at all. Oh, is that the best option? He'd be down a lot of health if I did that. That might not be worth it. Let's drop the speed some more. Drop the speed. Maybe this won't work. Maybe stun set. Effective HP is going up. That's more like it. I want his effective HP to be good. Let's see what it's going to come out with here. If the provoke set doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. He should be still very, very strong. He could be a good one for... This looks better. That looks good. So long as it's not stealing the... It's not stealing... It's actually taking the pinpoint boots that we just had on the dude. I'm fine with that. And it's actually keeping him in the same accessories. Really interesting. His accessories could really be improved. That seems solid. His crit rates... Sorry, his crit damage is low. His crit rate is high, but got good speed. There's plenty of room to improve this. Is this really the best ring? Surely not. Surely we've got a better ring than that. HP high. Equipped. Hide set filter. He's got only one piece pinpoint. Oh, he actually literally does have the second best. That's... My HP rings are terrible for Bannerlords. What is going on? That's so bad. Some of them are not rolled up. Here we go. Pinpoint one. Going to give him way more speed. That's the way to go. Pinpoint. And it's mythical as well. Let's roll this up just for you guys. Here we go. HP percent. HP percent, defense percent. Put it to 12 because I believe in this ring. HP percent. I told you guys I believed. Yeah, that's beautiful. Gorgeous little build for Timit. He's fast. Yeah, his crit damage sucks. Doesn't have any inherent ignore defense, but he's going to be spamming AoEs, which can provoke. Yeah, provoking over here, fearing. I think that's going to be great. Let's have a quick look at Kaja. I'm worried about Bannerlords because, like, if they tune Bannerlords for Taras Marishka, surely they won't because you'd be so unbelievably screwed. So unbelievably screwed. She's missing gear. Let's see what we can do with her. Champion. Let's actually lock that in again for Timit. And I'm gonna lock Timit. I think I like that build. I think I like it. Timit is one of the best characters for Curse City. Like, unbelievably good. I don't remember, because I remember he was a fusion everyone hated. I don't remember if he came out close to Curse City release. I feel like maybe he did. And now maybe not. Maybe it was a good while before. But people really hated on Timit massively when he came out. But he's one of the best champs. He turns up in a ton of different stages. He's so useful for Curse City. Take a look at Kaja. And yeah, actually, it feels like I've been recording for ages, but because a lot of it has been cut out because it's just waiting for the optimizer to do its work. My keyboard is double typing keys and stuff. It's a bit bugged. For her, let's even say, I mean, just general is fine. And for her, we're going to actually configure for survival. And let's say, I don't know what sort of speed we want. Let's say just like 340 speed in general. Might be good. And let's say 450 resistance. That's anything you want. Glyphs, doesn't matter. Lots. You know what? Let's put this out so the thing doesn't have to work so much. Just to this. I'll say just force her into speed boots is fine. Over here, resist or HP. HP or defense, HP or defense. That seems good. That's one of our goals, by the way, with the... Do I still have it? I do. With these sort of recommendations for this stuff. So, for example, to walk you through this with Udex Artor, there's obviously more builds you can do than this. It's just trying to highlight some key ones, and then there's more detail in the spotlights and on the champion page and whatnot. But, like, HP percent better than defense percent. And then I said HP percent's better than defense percent, but defense percent is equally good as resistance. Depends on where you're at. I guess I could have put speed is better than HP percent on the boots for him, because I think a lot of players could be using him in arena. HP is so much better than defense in arena because there's so much ignore defense. But like having a certain threshold of defense is going to be very strong for wow, 41% more effective HP right there. That's a lot. Yeah, this is the thing for Faction War. So the effective HP calculation is obviously your HP and your defense interacting together. It's not a great metric for Arena because, again, there's so much ignore defense. You even have many champions who can, like, for example, an example would be Siegfried, who can basically ignores 50% defense, and then if you have him with Merciless, it's 85. If you give him Cat's Gaze, he can ignore 100% defense every single time. And then obviously it could do surplus damage, which does more than the initial hit because that's how logic works. And then, of course, this has a 3-turn cooldown because that's how logic works as well. It's totally fair and balanced. You've got Siegfried on a 3-turn who ignores all defense. To be fair, you probably can't physically build. I don't know. I don't know if you can physically build enough HP to not be one shot by Siegfried. Probably irrelevant. Like he probably one shots you no matter what. But yeah, this seems good. That seems good. Okay. This actually seems very solid for her. This is building her tanky, but also with resist. Hopefully we won't need resist, but no, this seems fine. I'm not using her in arena. So this is going to use some pretty good gear. Pretty darn solid build, I have to say. It's pretty darn solid. And she doesn't have the defense from the 3-star. That would push her above like the 4,200, which is like a really efficient point. It doesn't matter if you go higher or lower, but yeah, she's in all sorts of weird stuff. I don't think she's worth worrying about protection on her. Got some accuracy from Feral. I don't think really any of that matters too much. That seems fine. Great. I'm actually, again, pretty happy with that little build. There we go. Kaja is done. Who else did we want to look at? Who else were we looking at for this? Aha, yes, Leanthier and Con. So we've got him done. I actually threw some glyphs on just for fun. I couldn't help it. Noble. Let's get some gear on Noble. And also, let's settle this for the final time here. It's over. Google. No. Hang on. Google. I guess it is the same as Nobel, the Nobel Prize. Here we go. We've got Google pronounce. Wait. How do I? I don't want to hear Google. Nobel. It is Nobel. Americans. Nobel. Ah, different. So it's Nobel. Nobel. I feel like I've confused myself some more. Amazing. All right, let's just upload that to the website. Website is how you pronounce it. And let's get Nobel or Nobel. And let's set him to max level, optimize him for damage. I do want, let's say, 350 accuracy. I've got my accuracy stuff. I'll be maxing that out in a Faction War, so I'm hoping that's going to be enough. I feel like he wants to be pretty fast. 260 speed? Maybe a bit more? Like, I think he wants to be pretty fast. What's his base speed? Does he have good base speed? Oh, he really does not. 98, that's rough. How much of my Faction War stuff do I have done? So they're just grinding away. And have I got speed? I do have speed maxed out. I do. We could actually optimize him for Faction Wars. I'm not going to use him anywhere else. I like how you have to pick the Faction Wars you're optimizing it for. Interesting. I don't know. Will this matter? I'm actually going to say, that's, full YOLO. Let's see if we can get him like 300 speed. Is that too crazy? So that would be 280 speed on the gear. It's pretty fast. I'm going crazy, man. I'm going crazy. And again, we can remove most of this stuff. Crit damage or crit rate. You can have accuracy or attack percent. You can have speed boots only. He can have attack or accuracy. He can have crit damage only and attack only. Sets, you can wear whatever. I don't mind. Let's say he will have increased attack. Enemies might not have decreased defense or anything like that. So let's optimize. Let's see what it spits out. I'm very curious about this. Very curious. But yeah, by setting Faction Wars as the area, it's going to include the area bonuses that will include the ignore defense and whatnot. He's gaining potentially... Oh, it's going to take an hour to do this. Oh, no, there we go. That's faster. Going to rip through the initial stuff. Let me pause it. I'll be right back when it spits back something on Nobel or no, whatever he's called. Nubble. Actually, while we're waiting, just for the memes, so this is very deceptive. So this is my usual clan boss team. This actually normally does, but basically this team has a problem where people die. I've not run it on whatever non-quick battle once, so I've no idea who is dying, why they're dying, what's going wrong. But this team doesn't work on Ultra Nightmare. It can do like 800 million or something on Nightmare, usually. So let's, for funsies, let's just try this. This might fail, but I doubt it. Like, surely just Ninja on his own can do all the damage we need. I'm just curious. Tetsuya without fully geared or masteried or anything. I'm just curious what's going to happen. Oh, it did not go well. Oh, it did not go well. It did not go well. All right. Well, it was fun, though. Tetsuya. I mean, we still one-keyed it, but... Yeah, we need to be careful about that. That's clearly not a great team. Maybe it would be better with Wixwell, actually. It might. I guess Tetsuya is still too squishy, huh? He's fairly squishy. I mean, he's not too bad, but clearly not working well. Hey, that's life. Tetsuya, he's not booked or anything. Still, there's a long way to go to make that team. We'll see how we can make it work on Tuesday. Oh, I love it. Oh, wow. It's really going to take a long time for him. Yeah, it's going to take a long time. Let's just take a quick gander. We don't need to go too crazy with his gear. Do we want to steal gear off of Varl and Sissia and stuff like that? I mean, funny enough. Oh, it's actually taking pretty darn good gear for him. That shield's really good. It's taking very good gear. Do I want to put such good gear on Nobel? Probably not. Probably not. Probably doesn't deserve it. We should probably do the other characters first. We should probably do Leanthier and Con first. Okay, let's do Leanthier and Con first. We'll come back to him. Much as I love you. Let's do Leanthier and Con. Probably both very important. Set them to max level. Optimize for damage. Yes. Configure. I think that's fine. Stats. He doesn't really need to be that fast. Say battle. And we'll say Faction Wars, why not? To include the ignore. This is tricky with him. Because he's going to be run with Fina. Fina. How much ignore defense does she give us? She's going to be giving us 5% defense ignore for every buff. So let's say we can reasonably have... You can give him 6 buffs. 6, 7, 8... I mean... We're going to have like 30 to 50% ignore defense, I think, pretty consistently. The 50, I mean, God, he's going to be a freaking monster. He's actually going to be insane. Let's say 30% ignore defense, but then 20 from area bonuses. Like, easily he's 50%. Lethal, Helm Smasher. Let's see about lethal for Leanthier. Maybe even just Merciless. Wow, he's going to be a freaking... I mean, Fina makes anyone OP. Anyone is OP with a Fina. He can be pretty slow. Maybe even slower than that. Now, that's going to put him 200 speed. That's forced him to be 400 accuracy. He's got 5-star anyway, so plenty. And I want him to really focus on damage. Crit damage. Just defense percent. Speed or defense boots. Defense or accuracy, I guess. Definitely crit damage. Definitely defense on the ring. That should do the job. Again, we could manually exclude a lot of sets here. But like for mixing and matching pieces and accessories and stuff, like we could force him into merciless. It might be absolute. I think it's overkill. Let's just do lethal for now. Let's just force him into lethal just to make this a bit faster, and we'll see what it's going to come back with. It's going to be way faster rather than sorting through every set. I don't think we need to use merciless gear on this guy. I really don't think so. We're not stealing locked accessories now. We're good. We're good. I really don't think we need crazy gear. Ooh, we can finish this off, actually. I'll give him this. Because he's going to keep getting reset by Fina anyway. So he's going to just nuke everything into death. Going to be glorious. And see what it's going to come up with for him. But yeah, I feel like any damage... I almost wonder if we should put bad gear on him. Maybe we should do Con first. Oh my god, he's going to be a freaking monster. 8,000 defense, 340 crit damage for real? He's actually not stealing gear off of anyone. That's very important. I guess this is including Faction Wars, but holy moly, he's going to be a beast. He's super slow, but he's going to get so much turn meter from Fina. I think it doesn't matter. He's going to just delete everything and everyone that ever lived. Kind of hilarious. Wow. Okay. We'll come back to him in a sec. Well, that does not take any time to run whatsoever. Double typing the Ks. I mean, the other day my K key wasn't working at all, so this is fine. Okay, so he's set to max level. We'll go for damage for him. I do want him to be faster. I want him to be a 250 baseline. Yes, I want him to be 250 baseline. You know, let's see if we can do lethal and stone skin, actually. Can we force him into lethal and 4 stone skin? Battle. Faction War Orcs. Just say stage 21. We'll have to, I guess, redo this. He doesn't need any accuracy. He just needs damage. Again, for his slots, crit damage only. Defense only. These can be defense or speed, but I mean, it's probably going to be defense there, crit damage there, defense there. I think that's straightforward enough. Crit damage, defense, speed or defense. It's probably going to be speed boots to get this fast. Force him lethal stone skin. I've set it to 270 speed, but that is including the 20 from Faction War bonuses. Let's see what it's going to do. I genuinely think... Oh, it's not possible. Okay. Remove stone skin. It's not that important anyway. I want him to be pretty fast because he's not just a damage dealer. He is a buffer. Okay. Stealing off Vizix. We're stealing off a few people. But I think this has to be done. I want to have good gear on Con. That will probably do. His defense is a bit low. The defense is definitely a bit low. We can improve it a little bit. We can definitely improve it. It will go higher with glyphs. But yeah, maybe 6.5k. It's not crazy high. Hopefully that will do. You see, the tricky thing is he does need the speed. And we probably want the ignore defense for him. So yeah, I guess this will do. We're going to have to redo Vizix. Yeah, we'll have to redo. I'm not sure if I'm going to use Varl. Varl might be one to redo, though. That's Con actually done. And we can actually leave him geared. So he's good. Okay. Now let's go back to Leanthier. And we need to wrap this video up soon. Leanthier. And I need to rebuild Vizix for sure. So optimize, max level. Oh, it didn't say. Oh, it didn't save the stuff. That's a bit annoying. Oh, no, it did. It did. It did. Okay, great. Excellent. Go. Leanthier. Go. Oh, this might actually... I probably didn't lock Con, so it's going to, I presume, steal gear off Con. Oh, no, never mind. It's not. It's not. Juicy. Juicy. Okay, I've been doing actually a couple of iterations of that. Finding champions I don't want to steal gear off of, but I've come up with my list of champions I still need to rework. So in order, because we're not going to have time to do them all in this, we're coming up to the 1 hour mark. Thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoy these rambly build videos. They're rambly, but yeah, I enjoy doing them, and hopefully it's somewhat helpful to you. Obviously, I'm a very end game account, so you know, if you're newer, obviously you probably have 5%, if even, of these champs. But still, hopefully the thought process is useful. Sigmund, need to re-gear him. The rest are fine. We did Kaja Timit today, which is great. And then I've got these guys geared already. Just need to roll up some gear for him. I don't remember where I use Androck. And I use him for farming Sand Devil because he's got the 100% irresistible decreased defense. So over here for High Elves, we need to fix Tetsuya and the Incarnate. I actually do think Incarnate Arbiter are pretty likely. These three I think are locked in. So the idea with this is Leanthier for damage. We're building him right now. Fina obviously is OP as heck. And then Tetsuya probably for increased defense. I could do Pixneal, but I don't think my Pixneal is booked. So either Pixneal or Tetsuya. Pixneal has AoE freeze. Tetsuya has the perfect fail. So I don't know which one's going to work better. He's got block debuffs, which I think might be useful. We'll find out. We'll leave it right now. But Tetsuya Incarnate, they're all built because I use all of them, which is great. For Barbarians, I'm a bit unsure about the Barbarian team, but Loki and Alsgore need a bit of a touch-up. The other three are built. I use them all the time. I'm thinking maybe Gerda. So Gerda has got a fun passive where when you place debuffs, it pushes turn meter back, and she does put out some poisons. And I think with the old Vizig stock combo, I actually think she might be really good. Then 2 freeze champions as well. We might just die is the problem. I don't know. So we'll see. We might have to put in. And the only other reviver I've got for Ogre, believe it or not, is Gear Grinder, a rare champion. We might put in Gear Grinder in case people are dying, but I think we'll have loads of damage with the poisons from Vizig and stock. Maybe Gerda is overkill. The turn meter control might be good. So she's a question mark to rebuild anyway. For Lizards, I'm thinking like this. Most of them are built. I need to rebuild Python because I haven't used him in ages. I need to rebuild Ramantu. Potentially damage Ramantu. That could be fun. For the Skinwalkers, they're mostly built actually already. Hakorn needs to be built again. I'm sure he's out of date. Ragash is in like very filler gear. Probably want to up his speed and stuff. Make him fast so he can be like a decreased defense and stun bot. And he'll still do some decent damage as well. But like, I honestly probably need him more for his utility. Because I mean, Marius is probably enough damage to solo everything. And then I've got frickin' the Giant Cock as well. For Orcs, Packmaster needs to rebuild, and Iron Brago is actually quite important. I think we'll just build Iron Brago like whatever, 10 speed or something faster than Con, and have him go like that. Withier needs an update in Umbral as well. The others are built. For Undead, they're actually nearly all built. These are all amazing champs. I just need to update Vlad. Small updates perhaps for the Dark Elves. Physics, we took gear off of her, so we need to fix her. Madame needs to be rebuilt. And Fatalis probably needs an update. I'm actually thinking of bringing in Fortis, Mother Cybele. I'm unsure about this. I don't know. Maybe this is a disaster. Maybe I won't bother. Mother Cybele's got a nice speed, or she's got increased defense. That's why she's in there. Do we need her, though? I was thinking she could be fun in like a provoke set and just, or a stun set and just spamming her A1 for decreased speed, increased defense for Fortis. It might be overkill. Might be overkill on that. We could just bring in like Mad Hatter. Might actually be better. Mad Hatter. Or he puts out heals and turn meter. You know, let's say yeah, and that actually keeps it simple. Let's have to not rebuild Fortis. So if we use Mad Hatter for Knight's Revenant, we'll revisit this when we see what Faction Wars Heart's actually going to be. So let's say Mad Hatter goes in. We could use Arix. We could use anything, really. Got loads of options. If we need defense, we've got it. Yeah, let's actually put Empress for the HP aura. And maybe we'll put in Arix as well. She's ally protection and nukes, and I've got her built already. She's slow. We might need to... Okay, we need to touch up Arix. So let's say instead of rebuilding 2, let's just rebuild Arix. The others are all built, because obviously they are stupidly good champs. Dwarves, we got a lot of rebuilding to do. Goffred and Nari, basically. I'm thinking Nari might be good. Provokes, maybe. Like, this team has got... I think it's likely Frolny will just solo everything, and we've got damage on all of these champs. So, I don't know. Potentially, we could bring in the decreased defense dwarf, who I forgot about when I was looking at it the first time. So thank you for your comments. I did forget about Herndig. We could use Herndig. I'm just a bit worried about Herndig staying alive. We could also just use Melga. They actually don't have healing. You know what? Let's throw in Melga. She's +4, man. And let's touch up her gear. And let's do that instead of Nari. I think we've got plenty of freezing and stuns. She'll just heal us and keep us alive. We've looked at the Shadowkin, and I think all my Sylvans are built already. Though that team is a bit questionable, perhaps, with the Epics. They might just die. Maybe Creedan? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I want to build Noble before the end of the video. How did Leanthier end up? Oh, I'm actually fine with this. I'm fine with this. Leanthier, oh, you're gonna be so disgusting. Leanthier. Kill the Dragonstone as well for even more damage. Equip in game. This is forcing him into lethal. Oh yeah, so he's super slow, but he's not even leveled up yet. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Ooh, so crit damage plus this. That's actually, I think crit damage should scale very well with the ignore defense from Find. So this seems juicy. Oh, that's pretty bad. That's my best defense ring. It's so bad for high elves. Yikes, man. So bad. Okay, I do want to do a quick noble build. It's got to happen, man. He deserves it. So we can run a quick faction wars for the end of this video just for fun. So let's get him. Actually, let's lock Leanthier. And then we go back to Nobel. I bloody checked his name and I can't even get it right. Let's lower the speed a bit. I think we maybe went a bit crazy. And let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can force him into Merciless. Because I genuinely really like that idea. 6 pieces, please. It'd just be fun. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think he should be a good damage dealer. I mean, good damage dealer with good control. Massive single target nuke. Fills his turn meter. Lady Kimmy may be in the team. Definitely Kaja in the team is going to do a lot of turn. She does turn meter pushback constantly. He's going to be putting out fears like a lot. I mean, he should be good, dude. He should be good. Why do we give him over here? Maybe. Does he do any debuffs, actually? Stealth buffs. He doesn't really do anything. Okay, that's a bit awkward. Maybe I messed up there. Mastery. Fine. Oh, it's still going to take ages, is it? Why is it going to take so long? I mean, let's remove crit rate. I mean, we're past crit rate on this account, surely. Crit rate gloves for most people. Quick gander. Okay, this seems fine. Whipping game's good enough for me. Good enough for me. For now. Why is that coming out at when he's fully rolled up? Oh, it's actually coming out really bad crit damage. Only 184. I guess because his speed is so fast. Enough Dracomorph. Yeah, it's because I'm forcing it. He actually, never mind. He is actually using crit rate gloves, which is why the crit rate is low. I'm okay. I'm maybe okay with this. Let's leave it for a couple minutes. Okay, YOLO. We're just gonna slap this build on him. I mean, he's only stealing gear off of frickin' Dracomorph. That's really not important. We have to re-gear Dracomorph anyway. Yeah, it's letting me try this on, but he can't wear it because he's not ascended. So now he's got no crit damage whatsoever. But I did want to see, just for funsies, can they actually clear the crypt? This might be an absolute disaster. Like, they're probably just going to die to the boss. Usually Yumiko can steal all the stuff. I mean, let's just do a battle. Can they, with terrible gear, solo this? We should actually make sure Yumiko... Hang on. I need to manual because Yumiko would try to do some shenanigans otherwise. Okay, sure. I mean, see, we can delete this guy. It's mostly ninja killing everything, apparently. Oh, yeah, it's mostly ninja killing everything. Yeah, that's a bit sad. Sorry. A little sad. I want to see his AoE nuke. Ooh, I mean, hit pretty hard. He did weak hit, though. Weak hits could be a problem. Yeah, now if we resetty. What? We're just manualing this thing. Ninja really is hard carry. Yeah, we're not. To be fair, we're not really going to be able to, are we? Actually test much at all. Yeah, Ninja. The Ninja gear is too strong. Oh, maybe Tetsuya, don't die, buddy. Oh, he didn't die. He's feared. Can he pull it back? Tetsuya, I freaking believe in you. No, I don't believe in you. And Ninja's gonna kill it. Okay, so the anticlimax after all of that, Ninja, with his fully rolled up gear and his level 60 and mastery's finished and his soul, Ninja destroyed everything and the others were just there to look. That is sad. Yeah, I mean, Ninja's gonna be he's just really good. It's hard to take him out. I think it doesn't probably make sense to take out Yumiko Mikage. Tetsuya's a lock-in. Noble is the question mark. We could run him. We could run Lady Kimmy. We could run Taragi the Frog, maybe, for provokes and shields. Depends what we need. We could run a Reviver. Could run a Kinagashi? Kinagashi is a maybe. Right? I don't have Gamoren, and I don't have... Is there any other Reviver even in this faction? No. This faction is like no revives. Kinagashi, what does she do? Where even? Here she is. She has a revive with increased defense. Got a random ally. She does have a turn meter boost. That's actually pretty good. A1 can decrease. Kinagashi might be fine. Well, Noble has this gear on anyway. Let's add Kinagashi to the list. We'll look at her. Kinagashi. There we go, with the double K. And guys, I think that is a place to leave it for today. As you can see, for you watching, it's been an hour. For me doing it, it's probably been over 2 hours doing all this stuff. And we still have a ton of champions to work on and to upgrade. But we've made some progress and it's looking good. So, yeah, I think the big ones are... Yeah, we've got a decent build for Tetsuya when he's fully done. Oh, part of it as well is they don't actually have the Merciless activated yet because they need the accessories. Oh, that's a big part of it. Yeah, we've got a nice build for Con. I actually did some glyphs and stuff on him, so he's actually a bit better now. Con is looking juicy. Leanthier is going to be a monster. He's already got really solid stats and he's not fully rolled up or anything. He's slow, but I don't think it matters at all. Noble got a bit of a build. We rebuilt a lot. Timit and Kaja got rebuilt here today. We did a lot of stuff, to prepare. I think feeling pretty good. Feeling prepared now for Faction Wars Hard. So I'll see you guys next week when Faction Wars Hard is still like 2 or 3 months away, and we do another rebuild of all of our champs preparing for it. But hey, I can't help it. So deal with it, I guess. Guys, thanks for watching. I will catch you all next time. I'm going to go, let's do a Minotaur run for fun at the end of the video so you can see our new builds in action. Or more likely you see Marius just solo everything really fast and the others just watch. It's sad, but there you go. Actually, Marius goes pretty well too, it has to be said, with Leanthier and with Con because he gives them the increased defense. Look at that shield. Oh, massive That's not bad damage. Okay, but that's another level of damage. Oh, preternatural tactician. And that's it? That's all you did? At least Con hit relatively hard. Good job, Con. Marius did it all. Never mind. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.